Good morning. It's time for Precision Talk. I'm Marketing Manager Frank Olmstead with HTS Ag, and joining us this morning, President Adam Giddens. Good morning, Adam.
Morning, Frank.
How's it going?
It's a fantastic day.
Absolutely. We are currently in the middle of harvest.
Harvest is rolling. We've gotten some soybeans out on my own farm. I've gotten some in a grain bin, and I've actually gotten my OPI system polished up and ready to go, and started the process rehydrating those soybeans just a little bit, because we started combining and they went from a little bit too wet to about right to a little dry to really dry in about 2 days.
Wow.
So we started combining and the first load came out of the field at 13.3. And by the time we finished combining 2 days later, finished that field, we were already down to soybeans that were in that 8.5 to 9% moisture. So I've got a bin full of beans that are a little bit too dry, and we're going to add some moisture back to them over the next few months.
Excellent. And also it helps even out the bin so you don't have a layer of wet and a layer of dry and then a layer of too dry.
Exactly. So the whole bin with the automation on the fans, we will turn it on and off, and we'll be able to get that entire bin top to bottom to even out and be exactly what we want it to be. Now I'm going to shoot for in that 12 to 12.5% range. I don't like to push real hard to get all the way to 13%, because it's kind of like the Price is Right game, the little hill climber, and you fall off that hill, you're going to get a penalty. Not that it's a big deal if you get a little over 13, but shoot for 12.5, leave myself a little margin for error. But that system has just been working so well, and multiple years in a row now I've been able to add somewhere between 3 and 4 points to the moisture of my soybeans, which pays big dividends when you start thinking about the amount of bushels that we're able to recoup just by increasing the water weight, running the fans when it's a little more humid, and adding that moisture back to the bin.
Absolutely. And you're not babysitting. I know you don't have bins on site where your house is. They're up the road, so you're not having to drive up the road, turn them on, drive home, and then remember to turn them off later.
Correct. And depending on the day, that bin may turn the fan on at 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whenever the parameters are correct. We get enough moisture in the air and we get the temperature low enough, it triggers that to turn on. And then that fan may turn off by 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. If it stays cool, it may run a little longer, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. But I don't have to worry about it. I set the parameters and I log in daily and check what those parameters are, just to make sure that we have the right settings in there. And as we get closer to the target, I'm going to adjust those settings just a little bit each time I log in and look at it. But it turns on when it's supposed to. It turns off when it's supposed to. We're getting the perfect air through those soybeans all the time. And what that means is that we're able to get perfect condition soybeans delivered to market.
Absolutely. And, you hinted earlier, Adam, but this isn't your first year adding a little moisture back into your beans. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I mean, does it pencil out to where it's actually profitable?
Very good question. With soybeans especially, we can add moisture to them very cost effectively. The fan run time is much less of a cost than what I gain by adding the moisture to those soybeans. With corn, I would tell you that is not the case. The amount of hours that it takes to run the fan to try and add a little bit of moisture to the corn, we're probably going to be upside down on that by the time we pay the electric bill. But with soybeans, we can definitely do that profitably. And we've got multiple customers that have had many years of success doing it.
Excellent. So if a guy's, harvesting beans right now and they're coming out a little dry, I mean, it's a little too late to add a system to get those hydrated now?
Probably is, but it's certainly something we need to be thinking about, because this seems to be the common denominator every year. We're harvesting soybeans that are too dry. This is not the first time it's happened, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last. So let's be planning for that. We can still take advantage of, if you've got some bins that you aren't going to fill for a month or so, we may still be able to get a system in and get that installed. Other than that, though, we can be planning ahead and take advantage of discounts and different pricing promos we have now that we can take advantage of and get the systems ordered and installed as soon as you empty that bin in January, February, March, whatever that might be. So it's ready to go for next year.
Absolutely. So if you have any questions on OPI, you can give us a call. Anything else that you wanted to add this morning, Adam?
Frank, we just want to tell everybody, be safe. We know harvest is rolling. Guys are running long hours, big days. And for those of you that are listening that aren't farming, please just give the farmers a little extra room on the roads. It's that time of year. We're all trying to get as much done as we can in a day. And if you give us an extra 2 inches or 3 inches by just moving over to your edge of the lane, it's certainly appreciated, and I'm sure the farmers are thanking you as they go by.
Absolutely, and don't pass going up hills.
Absolutely.
That should be a no-brainer. But if you have any questions, give us a call, 712-744-4468. You can find us on the web at htsag.com, or you can follow us on social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all at HTS Ag. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.